Welcome to beautiful Colorado Springs and Falcon Stadium. It's the North Dakota State Bison and the Air Force Falcons. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
North Dakota State's head coach told me before the game, this is a crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach says it's crucial that they get off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Back to you guys.
Holly, thank you. So Air Force's offense will have the football first. And they better keep an eye on this guy, Cameron Courtney. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because
they get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And the defense comes out on the very first play of the game on the road, and they bring the energy, and they get the sack. They came into this one on fire, ready to go, and that is a statement early.
Escapes the pressure going right. Out wide left, it's Courtney. Caught, and he's got room. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Falcons peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Wants to throw one first. Makes the catch. It's Palmer. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And that's such a difficult thing to ask your quarterback, to run the RPO, stick it in the belly of the running back, turn, throw it really, really quickly. And you could tell maybe rushed it a little bit too much, and that was the reason it was an inaccurate throw.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Gonna look downfield again. Out wide right, it's Pickett. He's gonna come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
Snapped it, and he has to have it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. And now it'll be the Bison offense with his first possession of the game. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. One of the better running backs in all of college football and a vital cog in this offense.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break tackles, he can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
Yeah, he is, and I tell you what, to watch in this matchup where they're kind of outmatched at most positions, how can he still make an impact on this game? Making guys miss, like doing it by himself, or can his offensive line pave the way a little bit and maybe be neutral to get him some of those matchups? But he is the one guy on this offense that can make life very, very difficult for you, and the other defense knows that. Really curious to watch how this unfolds.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Keeps it himself. Now the pitch. Got the 1st down. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, North Dakota State. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like, you mentioned the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Pulls it in. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They want to run this quarterback. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Left side is Tyree. Could not make his way to the corner. The Falcons send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week.
Yeah, just playing the field position game. Nice job angling it towards the sideline so it doesn't go into the end zone. That thing rolls down inside the 10. Really nice punt. Yes, I said something positive about a punt.
We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Scott. Drives into the pile just to pick up of 1. They'll spot it at the 10.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They go to the counter. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up, and they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He'll throw it, and the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Fires on the move. Out wide left, it's Tyree. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Falcons headed quickly to the line. Right side, it's Tyree. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Air Force! Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. The 40. Brought down after the huge gain gets this offense set up at the 27.
How electrifying is this guy when the ball is in his hands? I'll tell you, he's making a name for himself all across college football. Ripped off over 100 yards in his last game out. He's basically at that now. This defense does not have an answer.
Finds his man on the RPO. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look...
He's into the end zone. Touchdown, North Dakota State.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the Air Force offense ready to take over. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking for room, it's Palmer. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. This offense has it with really good field position. The run inside. It's Scott. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Going to the run, it's Scott. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Sells to fake. Oh, pressure's coming. Touchdown, North Dakota State. Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
And And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Falcons now set to take over on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Back to pass on second down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. In traffic, it's Courtney. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Caught behind the line. It's Tyree.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Falcons in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. The give. Hard running there. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
And the Falcons will have it 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Turning it on! Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Sells to run, looking to pass. Going long. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. Long way to go on 2nd down. On the run, it's Palmer. Pass to 6. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Falcons pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Second down, going to throw it. Grabs it in the middle. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Wide out trying to get it in. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Making the adjustment on the play. Power ahead. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Falcons. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the North Dakota State sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
All right, Holly. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Brown wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Over the middle, it's Williams. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Got his man in the middle. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking downfield very late in the half. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's get things popping this week with Kentucky taking on the number 10 team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. And it's the Wildcats coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And this one gets them to 5 wins on the year, which isn't cause for a campus-wide celebration, but it's proof the coaching staff is getting through to this team. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to our game here in Colorado Springs. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Falcon Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. We're just about ready to start the second half. And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Catching up with the Air Force head coach at the break. This is the moment his defense has to get organized. They have been a little problematic here in this first half, giving up too many points. And now, with the opponents getting the ball to start the second half, they do not want that momentum and a positive offensive output right here to change this game. He said our defense has to make a statement and make a stand, and it starts right now. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. They'll need a bunch on second down. They'll move the tight end. Off play action. Left side is Myers. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on third and short from the 21. Brown will throw it. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a fourth down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it in. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Moving to his left. He's going to run it. Still on his feet at the 45. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Palmer. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Third and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on fourth down, and it pays off there.
That just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical fourth down and execute.
Motion from the wideout.
And a lot of times on these play sheets, the offensive coordinators, man, they go, who do I want to get the ball to? How can I get him the ball? And sometimes when the space cramps down here in the red zone, how do you feature your guy? Nice job. Getting a little touch pass, getting him on the edge, letting him get some positive yards. He almost got in the end zone for the second time there.
And the Falcons are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. The Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Fresh set of downs going to the air. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Falcons. Looking for the time with the extra point.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
down, wants to pass. They're all over him. He'll try to do it himself. Still running at the 40. Breaks into the open. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man, really good coverage in the back end, taking away the pass, but then what happened? The quarterback sees it. Not only does he see it, everybody trailing their guy, so much space for him. He takes off and makes the huge run for this offense.
He finds a soft spot in the middle. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
He's got it on the move. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll try to sneak the wide receiver past him on first and goal. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Follows his blocks. It's Scott. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal, that's a win if you're on defense.
Here we go. Ready, go. Looking for the touchdown on third and goal. Trying to find the end zone. He stopped short of the goal line, couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up fourth and goal. Didn't get enough to move the sticks, but enough to leave them with the decision.
And the defense did a great job understanding the sticks, rallying to the football, getting them on the ground. And you're right, Reese, fourth and short, that means decision time.
Touchdown, North Dakota State, and that one will give them the lead. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score.
We've seen this guy do it time and time again throughout his college football career. On critical down and distances, he shows up for his offense. He did right there on fourth and goal.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Making the adjustment. Keeps it on the ground. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Off play action on first down. Buys time to his left. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Hands it off. Picked up 8 yards there, third down and 2.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Throws to the wideout. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Got the first down. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Sells the run, wants to pass. Rolls right. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
On the stop.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. He's got it. He came flying up from his free safety position and stopped him well short. In fact, he'll be about 3 yards behind the marker, and it's 4th down. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Needs it here on 4th down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And it's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
Hammers his way across the 10, picks up 4 to the 11.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge 3rd down. Brown will throw it. Out wide right, it's Danzy. Still on his feet at the 25. There he goes. Got it out across the 50-yard line and not stopped until he brought it to the 47.
And that is big time late in the game that you can trust your quarterback to still throw the football because you know it's only a few more first downs, and this one's over. Nice to have a guy like that you can trust.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
Throws it off the RPO. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Big 3rd down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. They'll move the wide receiver. On play action. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The defense working to manage that clock. They use the timeout, 1:55 remaining. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! And that lead grows even bigger.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
And the Air Force offense ready to take over. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
That's just not going to get it done, David. At this point of the game, you're trailing. You've got to pick up the urgency, and this offense is going to have to get more aggressive throwing downfield.
They're going to have to take shots, but I know that, right? The defense knows that. I'm going to stay deep, and I'm going to let you complete all these passes underneath because the clock running is my friend.
Quick give. It's Palmer.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation, understanding.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going and make the connection. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation.